Hi there, we're talking about target 7.1 today, which is I can convert between mass and moles. So you're going to need your periodic table and a calculator. So we're going to do this first. We're going to do this both ways, mass to moles, moles to mass. First, we're going to go moles to mass. So I've got 0.00150 moles of zinc. Remember, I like to take what I'm given and put it over X of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the mass. I know that's in grams. So I'm looking for X grams. When I set up the other side of my proportion, I know grams equals grams, moles equals moles. Since it's an equal sign, your units need to be the same on the top and on the bottom. So I'm going to need to go to my periodic table to find the molar mass of zinc. So I go and I find zinc, and I find out that it's 65.38 grams for every 1 mole. Notice how I do write the whole number. I don't just round it to 65. You need to write the whole number or you're going to change the sig figs. Okay, then it's time for a little bit of algebra. We all love some algebra. So if you remember from math class, when you solve a proportion, you do bottom times top equals bottom times top. So if we do that, we will do the left side. So I've got bottom times top, so 65.38 times 0.00150, and that gives me 0.09807. Then I've got my equal sign here, equals X times 1, so that's just X. So that's actually some nice math there, because I end up with 0.09807 grams. And I know it's grams because that was the unit I was looking for. That's what was my X. Now we do have to talk sig figs. So this original number we got, that has 3 sig figs. So my answer has to have 3 sig figs. So these first zeros don't count. The 9, the 8, and this digit's going to count. I cut it off there. But that 7 means that that has to that 0 rounds up. So my final answer is 0.0981 grams of zinc. So that's going from moles to mass, which is the algebra on those are a little bit easier. So let's check it out the other way, opposite. So I've got 2.50 grams of O2. Important, it's oxygen gas, O2, that's going to affect our molar mass. And I'm looking for moles of O2. So again, I set it up so my units are equal on the top and the bottom. Notice how it's flipped now though. Grams is on top, moles is on bottom. So if I do 15.999 times 2, I get 31.998 as my molar mass of O2. So again, it's O2, so make sure you add up 2 O's there. Notice how my mass is on the top for every 1 mole on the bottom because I flipped it. Now I'm still going to do the same thing with my algebra. Bottom times top equals bottom times top. But my algebra is just going to be a touch more complicated this time. So that gives me 2.50 times 1 equals 31.998 times X. Well, we know to get that X by itself, we need to divide both sides by 31.998. So I need to do 2.5 divided by 31.998. And that gives me, so X equals 0. Let's do sig figs right away. I need 3 sig figs. 0.0781 sig figs. That's moles. That's 3 sig figs of O2. 0.0781 moles of O2 rounded to 3 sig figs. And that's how you convert between mass and moles.